which are helping the plant to do a specific function. One of these tubes is called, or specialized cells is called xylem with X, not Z. The other one is called the phloem. طيب. The xylem, they used to be normal cells above each others, but after adaptation, they decided to remove all the walls between the cells. So by this, they are not cells, they are tissues. So again, they are tissues. These tissues decided to make the whole thing like this, like a tube. So it is elongated tube. This tube doesn't have no nucleus, no organelles, nothing. It's hollow, فاضية from inside. So it is elongated, hollow tube. Okay, but how to make it strong? The cells, they decided to put on their surface a substance which is called lignin, and this lignin bit gives the whole tube support and strength. So the xylem vessels, they are very strong and supported by a substance which is called lignin for the cell to be lignified, and this will give it the support. This is the lignin. Okay, the function of the xylem is to transport water and minerals. Guys, please, you cannot say except transport بتنقل water وminerals from down to up, from the roots up to the stem, up to the veins inside the leaves. So the transport water and minerals to cells which are going to do photosynthesis, which are photosynthesizing cells. But what about the phloem? A phloem, they are cells above each others. Oh, so it is also a tissue, not cells, so they are also tissues. Yes, it is a tissue. But these tissues, they have, instead of making all the cell wall not found, no, they decided to make it perforated, or they do have pores. And this is called the sieve plate. كأنه طبق مخرم مصفى. So substances can go up and down through it easily. Okay? And they are not hollow, they do have organelles. And every 2 or 3 cells, there is a cell which is accompany with it, and it is called companion cells. These companion cells, they are normal cells with nucleus, large vacuole, and everything. And moreover, they do have large number of mitochondria to provide the phloem with the energy they need. So the substances which are going to be transported inside can use this energy to go up and down. What are these substances? They are nutrients. But please, we cannot say nutrients. We have to say sucrose and amino acids. So the phloem, it transports sucrose and amino acids up and down. And we cannot say transport, we have to say translocate. So they translocate sucrose and amino acids in both directions inside the phloem. أكيد sure in الفلويم so many tubes, some of the tubes بتmove nutrients دي up and some tubes بتmove these nutrients down. Not the same tube بيmove the same nutrient up and down. طبعا nutrients دي coming from the leaves which did photosynthesis, and then they will give some nutrients out of these nutrients to the phloem to transport them to other regions of the plant which are incapable of doing photosynthesis. Example مثلا roots, example some of the leaves or flowers that the sunlight doesn't reach them, so they can give them nutrients to be alive. Okay, let us move to the last type of cells that are specialized and we have to study it in plants, which is called the stomata cells. Stomata cells, they are found in the lower majority of them, or majority of the plants, they do have stomata cells which are found in the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, these stomata cells, they look like this. They are bean shaped, curved to inside from one of the directions. They are two. The two of them are called guard cells. These guard cells, they do have a cell wall normally, but it is thick from this side and thin from the other side. They do have nucleus, they do have chloroplast to do photosynthesis, they do have large vacuole normally, mitochondria, plasmic reticulum, and everything. We're sure this cell is identical to this cell. This part in the middle is a hole. It is an opening. And this opening is called the stoma. Like, when this large vacuole is going to be filled with liquid or fluid or water, it will increase in size. But because this cell wall is thinner than this cell wall, which is thicker, this one will resist the expansion, but this one, it will increase, okay, normally. It will increase in size normally. But this one, it will resist in here to grow in the opposite side. So it will be pulled backwards, and this will open this side more. طب again, imagine that you are taking a balloon, and this balloon, it has one of the sides, a rubber بتاعها thick, and the other side, a rubber is really thin. And you are going to blow it with air. The thin side is going to expand and the thick side is not going to expand. So this means that the thick side, it resists the expansion. ده معناها ان the thick side هيمove backwards. It cannot expand like this. Okay? So it will move with the direction that the thin membrane, a wall, moved to. Okay? And by this, the opening will open more. And this will help the plant to exchange gases, to take from outside oxygen or carbon dioxide according to the process it's going to make, okay? And remove or excrete water vapor, carbon dioxide out of the process of respiration, oxygen out of the process of photosynthesis, and so on. So these are the cells which are specialized in the plant and the animals. Of course, we do have more. We will take them in the rest of the curriculum. Okay, and we will take them later, but this is for this topic. See you coming topic.